Got a good one.
River. This is a mostly private river, and there are barriers up to wading and very limited on where you can get in and out of the water. However, this is a place where there's about a mile of public water here, and of course we're again catching just stocker trout. I say, well, this is a good one. That's a good one to me. So just stay tuned, catching a bunch of them today.
I can't get the daggone hook out. There we go. Just pop right up. Slimy. This is the only rig I'm using. This is a small split shot, and I'm just wacky rigging it just like that on a little small bait holder hook, something you'd use for brim fishing back home. I'm gonna try this little cream worm in a bit. I see fish following this sucker. I mean, oh, they're all over it. One right here. They get a little spooky after a while. You gotta let them calm down. Yeah, they'll hit that cream worm too. They're all in these little holes.
It's crazy watching flash come out from under the rock.
Yeah. It's amazing what lives in this little bit of water. I bet there's 5 of them in that little eddy right there.
Yep, this one around.
I'm probably finna walk way on up.
Yeah, Brady said he caught 3 or 4 up the creek right there. His first and second cast, he caught a dang really nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Let these calm down a little bit right in here.
What? A car. Oh, is it a horny head? Little bitty baby car. Horny head, a little old sucker. Yeah.
Now see, really to fish these rivers, this is the Soque. You have to find the public land, and there's all sorts of trails like this down every one of them we've been down, and you just follow the trails and find ways to the river, like right there, and you know, find a place that you can fish. And there's some more people of our party there, and it doesn't take much water. You just got to find the right place. And these are, I guess, browns that we're catching here, but I'm gonna ease on up the creek and see what we can find.
Just a little word here of things that I have learned that will give you a whole lot less of a headache when you start doing this stuff here. I learned this in the Tallapoosa, wading it, and creeks around here in the house, and it serves the same purpose for up here in North Georgia. You know, this water's clear and it's shallow, but it doesn't mean it's not slick as owl hockey down there. I mean, these rocks have algae growing on them, and it can be real slick. The current can also get you off balance. Sand under them can wash out. They can shift. That's why I wouldn't recommend Crocs. I wore Crocs for a long time in the river, and they tend to bend too much, and I try to grip with my toes too much when I start to slide. I end up bruising the bottom of my feet. So I've had a whole lot better luck with Keen brand sandals or Tevas. Tennis shoes, you know, are real good with good grips, as long as they, you know, they're not worn out. And, you know, just bring you a fresh pair to change into when you're in the truck on the way, you know, way back home. A quick word about this rod. I have had this rod since 1985 or 86. It is a brown and gold medallion 2. My dad got it for me from a place called Edco in Alexander City, Alabama. Shout out if anybody remembers Edco. I bet I've put 5 or 6 sets of eyes on it over the years, and wouldn't take anything for this old brownie. But we're not catching much in this little run, so we finna go on up and try another one. I've changed over from the little worm to a small Meps Agila with a dressed little treble on it, and we're going to see what it does here.
Follow it just about to my feet. It's just real shallow right here. Bit it twice. That fish right there bit it 5 times. Big one following it. All right. Tell David about this up here. Yeah, I got one. Come here, rainbow. Brown trout, whatever you are. Another. Let's fill out on it. Not bad. There he is. Pretty brown. Barely hooked. I don't know how he didn't come off. Yep, this is our bunch. This is Tallapoosa takes over North Georgia. I bet if they'd known this, they'd have shut this whole place down. Having a little shore lunch right here, Tallapoosa style, some Subway and some candy bars and, you know, all that healthy stuff.
I didn't catch the three. Levi probably got,
But
pretty good one.
pretty good morning out there. I got 5, just right around in here, and should have got more than that. Just can't hang them. There's some of that on video, I'm sure. But anyway, we're gonna go up there. All going to lunch, and we're gonna get back at it. We're gonna stay here. I'm gonna fish around a little bit more, and you can see where we're at. It's the Soque River. I guess that's how you say it. But we're right here at the Jackson Bridge on the Soque. I guess you can see that. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, it's been good. Lost a lot of them, missed a lot of them. They're real spooky. The water's real clear. but it's been very fun. So I'll get back after it, change GoPro batteries, and see what we got. Yeah, just started back and just got one. I forgot to turn the GoPro on. Got one on my second cast. And this little worm. Like I say, a big shout out to the Georgia DNR for what they do here. And I will definitely be back and be glad to buy a license to come back and do this, because this is absolutely a ton of fun, and it's good eating. Oh, I see some good ones in that little hole. It's a lot of fun, a lot of fun. They flash at it every time it comes by. I don't think I got it right now. Let it sink right down in there. Come on. Yep. Oh, come off. You got hung up behind that rock. Got one. Oh, come off. I better strike while the iron's hot right here. These fish are kind of in a biting mood. Just took just like that. I'm going to show you the knot that I use. It's called a Palomar knot. You go in through the eye one time. You take your tag in. And you come back through the eye a second time. Very simple knot to tie, very strong. Okay? So you've got your hook hanging there on both ends. Okay? Take this and do a simple overhand knot like you're starting to tie your shoe. Go in through here. Take it. Cinch it down lightly. Now take your hook, flip it back through the hole, just like that. Now, wet it, just like I just did. Then take this end, put it in your teeth, and pull all three ends at one time, easy. And I don't have it in my teeth where I can show you, but there you go. That is a Palomar knot. It's the strongest knot you can tie on monofilament braid. Now, I wouldn't use it for fluorocarbon because it tends to want to burn fluorocarbon. But that's the easiest knot that anybody can learn how to tie. Palomar. I'm going to take a couple of pieces of split shot and go right up here to weight this. That way this falls on slack line and just works in the current with that worm. I'll take my worm like I've showed you before. Just wacky hook it. Old wacky rig right in the middle, just like that. And both those ends want to do that like a Senko. It's like a little miniature Senko is what it is. And I'm gonna put two pieces of split shot about 4 inches up. And that's it. That's what we're fishing with. And it's Berkeley Power Bait trout worm. Throw a little worm back up in here. Let's see what I want to come after. We followed it. All right, it's in that hole. Yep. Ooh, I got a bite, but he's right under that rock. It's hard to feel it before it gets there, you know? And I am hung up on that same piece of crap. All right, come loose. Every now and then a blind squirrel finds a nut. Right here, come on, do it, do it, do it. That's where it needs to be. Fish has it, got him. Smaller brown. Beautiful fish. We're gonna head on up the creek and take another look-see. Got a, there he is, good one. Big rainbow. Look at this rainbow. Oh no, he got off. Big rainbow. Like a 2 or 3 pounder. Dadgummit. That was a big rainbow right there. These little hooks, they just get on my nerves sometimes. Look at that. You see that? I can't quite get to it with that little bitty weight. See if I can't catch another that size. Hey, I just lost a huge rainbow right here. I got it on film. Got him up to my, yeah. There's tons of trout in here. I see them. I don't know if the camera can pick these up. I'm gonna try to. Y'all see those trout in the water up there? They hitting top over here, something terrible. I also saw a decent largemouth in here. Oh, got right in him, right in there. Come on, eat it. Well, somebody had a fly rod, they'd come over here and rack up. Where's Lee and them when you know they ain't back from lunch? I didn't come over here to eat lunch. Came over here to fish. Oh, that big rainbow I just lost gonna haunt me. I'd like to have a picture made with him. You see that? I need a topwater bait. I got one up there in the truck. There's a big one over there feeding on top. There's fish. Got him. Oh, big rainbow. Another big rainbow. He ain't as big as the other one. Oh, he ain't a rainbow. He's a brown trout. The other one was a rainbow. I'm going to drag him up here. Make sure I get him. It is a rainbow. Whoa. He got off. Hey, I'm going to count catching that one, right? Hey, I've seen too much of this topwater business over here. I'm finna walk up here and get a topwater bait and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Hiking on out of the woods here. Got my limit. Let a bunch go. Caught several that we let go. We've got some fish to clean, so we're going back to the VRBO and clean these fish up and get rested up. Headed back to the Sweet Tallapoosa tomorrow. About a 4-hour ride from up here in North Georgia, but well worth it. Gonna rest up, hopefully hit this again in the morning before we go home. It depends on how my back feels and how David's back feels, but gonna see what we can do. I'll cut this now. We're gonna go get these fish cleaned up and I'll post that at the end of the video.
That's a good one for what we've been catching.
That's right. What'd you catch it on, Levi?
Rooster tail.
Rooster tail. What color?
It was so old it lost its color.
Okay.
I think it was orange.
And you caught it right here at the bridge.
Yeah.
And we've been walking all over God's creation.
It was on the left side, and I was going across the current, and
Big, pretty rainbow.
had to fight it for a while too.
Yeah, man, that's going to be some good eating right there.
Yes, sir.
All right.